Alright, welcome back YouTube. Today I want to discuss the difference between the 1 through 4 generation Glocks and some of the things that you can look for to determine if you're looking at a generation 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. This video ought to be pretty quick and straight to the point. We're going to start with the generation 1. Now, this particular generation 1 is a later Gen 1. The earlier ones had the pebble grip that went all the way around the frame of the gun itself. You'll know a Gen 1 by the single frame pin, and does not have a rail system at all. So there's your Gen 1. On your Gen 2, the only difference is that you have 2 pins for the frame. Still, you don't have a rail system, and you have just a standard stippling on the grip. It doesn't have the pebble grip that goes all the way around it. Alright, on a Gen 3, you have a rail system that they've added. You still have the 2 pins, and then you have molded grip into the frame for your fingers, finger grips. Alright, you still have the same stippling on the frame itself here. And this is pretty much one of the most common Glocks you're going to encounter anywhere. These are, all over the place. And then you've got the new Gen 4s, which they changed the style of the stippling on the grip, a little bit fatter profile. It's supposed to give you a little bit better of a grip. You have an extended mag release in terms of the size. The button is larger. On some of them, you had a transitional change in the cocking serrations on the slide, having kind of like a moon shape. I'll show you that in a second. Still, you have a 2-pin gun, rail system. There's a few basic things I forgot to cover about the Gen 4 while we were talking about it. One being that you have a recoil reduction system. They made some changes to the recoil spring itself and the guide rod assembly. And basically, when you're shooting the 22, it's about like shooting a 9mm. You can see there they made a basic change to the design. Also, with the Gen 4, you have a basic change to the magazine release. You can actually change it out, and it's ambidextrous in the sense that if you want it left-handed, you can change it out and make it left-handed. So that's the Gen 4 in a nutshell. I'm going to show you the cocking serrations on this other one. Okay, here we have the RTF2 Glock 22. This is another minor variation of the Glock that's out now. You got a unique stippling pattern on the grip that's not found on some of the others, and you also have the cocking serration change that they made, which most reports from people have been that they prefer the standard cocking serrations, or as being easier to use. This particular version has night sights, which you're going to have to order them that way if you want them from the factory with night sights, because Glock is about to stop doing that altogether. In terms of the Gen 4s, there's not going to be any more Gen 4s brought in for the most part. They're going to turn into LE sales only on those, starting pretty soon as most of the distributors are sold out of them. But hopefully that explains the variations of Glocks in a nutshell, so when you're shopping you can have an idea what you're looking for.